A month ago, I posted a video on how to learn fast passages, and I used a very effective learning technique that I called freezing, in which I'll just recap. If you have a fast passage, then you take it in very short bursts. So let's say I have in the molto perpetuo, if I have to play, and I can do a really short burst of 2 notes. So that's freezing of 2 notes, freezing of 4 notes, or freezing of 8 notes. And if I make a mistake in a group, I redo the group 3 or 4 or 5 times or 50 times, and then string them together. It's a very effective way because you're not just playing slow, which I advocate. You should play slow, but if you need to also know what's the end speed, where you are on the bow, etc. So this is a very effective way, and it's more effective than the rhythm stuff, in which you prolong a note out of 2, out of 4, out of 8, and then you that prolonging actually puts your bow in the wrong place, and the bow in the and I think it's more effective to use freezing than rhythm, or you can do both, and it's great. But there are 3 typical mistakes that I see students do when they use freezing that takes away the effectiveness of the learning. So we're going to talk about today about the mistakes that you should avoid, so you can really learn things very fast and figure out where are your weak spots. So the first mistake is not waiting enough. So I hear people play like, if you can play that fast with that little bit of pause, then don't pause, just play. The idea of the pause is that you need to at least to pause the amount of time that you played. So if I'm playing 1, 2, 1, 2, and in this moment I listen back to what I've done, I pause, I have a time to think about what I'm going to play ahead. And I actually advocate even freezing even longer, freezing even twice as much. So you don't feel the feeling of tadam, 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 that you fall forward. You just take each section and examine it to the fullest to see if it's effective, if it's safe, if you're in the right place in the bow. All of these things takes time, and this is the moment to take time. So first of all, take time, don't just fall forward. Secondly is, how much do I plan ahead with my fingers, or prepare ahead with my fingers? So if I have and now I have a second finger coming down, the idea is to wait until the last moment, and then, and not. Now this is also possible to practice, but it's less effective. The idea is that you wait, especially if you have a shift. In this passage, don't have a shift right now, but if you have a shift, you don't get there in your own spare time. You wait, and then you try to shift exactly on time. Third mistake is lifting or keeping your bow in the air. So the bow is not going to be in the air when you go and play. So keep the bow where it is. Okay, those are the 3 mistakes that you can do, and try to get rid of them so you play more effectively. For more, subscribe, ask me questions, and of course, go practice.